Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to fiVe, the only game show where the correct answer is always declaring Freedom Day in your country and then going into your own imposed lockdown. My name is Necktie Sam. I am your host and your quiz master. This is a game show where 5 below average players, or tonight's case 6, stand a chance to win $250 of my actual money. All they need to do is to survive the questions and each other. So let's not dilly-dally, let's say hi to them one by one. Player number 1, calling in all the way from the United States of America. It is indeed Daniel. Welcome in.
Howdy. It's 7 a.m. in Denver, Colorado, and I've been awake for 4 hours already.
Been awake for 4 hours?
Good time.
Why were you up at 3 in the morning?
Work stuff in gym.
Work stuff in gym. See, everybody have a look at this man. This man is the epitome of human excellence. He works out, he goes to work, he streams on a show at 7 in the morning. I already hate his guts. Moving on, player number 2. Please welcome back to the show. We have Dia. Welcome back, Dia.
Hello.
Now, Dia, the last time you were on the first time you were on the show, you got all the way to the final round, and you nearly got the cash. Then the last time you were here, you got eliminated first, and nobody came to save you for a measly $10. So now you're back. How, based on those numbers, you should be eliminated in round 3. So, how do you feel?
I'm going through a lot, like a lot. I guess this is my villain arc, but I'm still nice. I'm very nice, honestly, and I try not to vote people out.
You try not to vote people out, but yet you do. Also, I realize there's a very strange state inside my drink. This has me concerned. I might be drinking very unclean water. Give me a second.
Died from poison.
Well, not poison. It's whiskey. That's the poison already. So, as I say goodbye to you, as you potentially lose once again, we're gonna say hello to our third players, fresh to the show. Please welcome in the Ukulelelims. Welcome in, our first team ever. Would you like to, hold on, let me just do this. Would you like to say hi to the chat?
Yes, hello. Hi. The Ukulelelims. I'm Neil. I'm Lim. And with our ukuleles, we're the Ukulelelims. So welcome to the Ukulelelims Social Club. The Ukulelelims Social Club. Here on fiVe.
Fantastic. 2 players, 2 ukuleles. That's double the brains, but also they're both playing ukuleles, so that's double the poverty. Thank you for coming in, Ukulelelims. Now, to clarify, the Ukulelelims will be playing as a team. They'll be considered as 1 player, so they'll get 1 vote, and they will also be considered as 1 bounty if they are eliminated by people who like good music. We'll find out who those are soon. But let's move on. Next player. We have from the UK, Hanshera. Welcome in.
Hi.
Hello, welcome.
Melting in this heat wave.
Yes.
Even my hair's wet.
Also, just to clarify to everyone, Hanshera is calling in from Cornwall, so her internet is god-awful. So you're going to hear audio, but the visual's going to be laggy. Laggy. Very nice.
Laggy like my sister's brain. Or like my brain in this heat.
Yes. So, Hanshera, you have been on before. This is your second time on the show. You got to the end in the last time you were here. And now you are back.
The sun got me last time.
Yes, but now you are back with Elfias.
And a vengeance.
Sure. Well,
I still won't kill anyone, though.
Yeah,
I'll let you all kill each other.
That's what they all say, and then they all murder. That's what always happens.
I never have, actually.
Yeah.
I still have a clean record for not murdering.
I have no idea. I don't know how you vote. All I know is that we're moving on to the last player. It's Shara. How you doing, Shara?
I'm doing good. I'm yelling.
Yes! Yelling. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, Shara, thank you for calling in while in between your time of going to secondary school from the looks of things, of that background.
Thank you very much. Yes. Yes.
Very lovely.
It's Singapore. The learning never ends.
Yes, never ends in Singapore. May I ask, what is your level of trivia? How much trivia do you know?
It depends. If it's anime, a lot. If it's anything useful, not really.
So you know nothing. Fantastic. Well, let's say hi to all the players once again. Players, feel free to right-click on my video and click pin, so it's nice and big. As we do that, let's say have a quick look at the chats because people were cheering various players on one by one. They want to interrupt that. So, Goldie Husky says, look at the pecs on Dano. Exquisite. Not gonna lie, according to Capricorn, he's pretty easy on the eyes. Falco goes, right? Fi says, I think it's time for Dia's revenge. And Kuvon just likes Daniel with the green card. Daniel, sorry, the chat's very thirsty for you tonight, I'm afraid. 7 a.m. in the morning for the lad. Ease up on him. Ease up on him.
I'll take it.
Yes. Kuvon saying that Dia's eyebrows so sharp you could cut cold fruits. People happy to see the ukulelems. Very lovely. Capricorn saying, why is everyone in this episode so damn adorable? Oh, I'm going to make sure you all lose tonight. Oh, Canary Bastion's here. Hello, Canary Bastion. Nice to see you. I'm seeing you on Sunday to make a D&D character. Well, not me, the other guy. And of course, people are going, Shara, my baby girl. According to Capricorn, Toxicup says, yay, Shara. Fi says, Hen Shara, the genius. Hopefully. And Fi Danielle says, I am here to root for hopefully the best team in 5 ever. I mean, subjective.
Psyduck.
Yeah. So, of course, Fiaz Grinder is here. Hello, Fiaz Grinder. Welcome in. Fiaz will be playing on next week's episode. So, let us go on to the show, my folks, friends, and players. So here's how it's gonna work. This is a show of 5 rounds, and each round, there are 5 questions. For each question the players get right, I give them money. For every question the players get wrong, I take away their money. And at the end of the game in round 5, if they get the correct number of questions right, they will win all the money in the bank. If they don't, well, I'll buy more alcohol. I need it. So, as always for this show, there are 4 mainstay category of questions. And they are history, the world/geography, maths and science, and pop culture. And every week, the 5th category rotates based on my whims, the guests, and because tonight we have the ukulelems who are not just very wonderful musicians, singers, and twitchers, they're also veteran actors. You might not know this, but I have actually shared the stage with both of them when I was about 8 to 10 years old, which looks like it was yesterday, of course. So, tonight's specialty topic will be theater. Yes, we are going to where the thespians play. How, other players, are you good with your theater? Dano, what do you know about the Great White Way?
I know that it's a place, and that's about it.
The Great White Way. Either it's Broadway or Salt Lake City, Utah. Either one. Let's see. Dia, any knowledge on theater? You are currently in a play, aren't you?
I do theater. Yes, I've been doing theater for a few years. So, I would say I know stuff, but not everything.
You know stuff, but not everything.
I know
That's
things.
You know things. Not a very ringing endorsement of your intelligence, but hey, this is 5. Most of the players don't even have the striker in their bells. So we do what we can. So players, let's not dilly-dally. Are you ready to start tonight's episode of 5? I don't care. Question number 1. What is the currency of Mexico? Is it A, the dollar, B, the pesos, C, the real, D, the sol, or E, the chancla? And that's time. Answers please, players. That's Daniel, you're gonna have to turn off your background mute. Shara, I need an answer. Can do. That's B across the board. Just so please note, Shara, we need you to answer rapidly. When I ask for answers, I would like to see the answer straight away. If I wait more than 3 seconds, I will consider you have gotten it wrong. Oh, everyone has answered B, which means we're either off to a fantastic start or you all suck. The correct answer to this question is indeed B, the pesos. Here's a few facts. The dollar is actually used by Ecuador, the US, and Suriname, but in their own local currency. The real is for Brazil, and the sol is for Peru. We're moving on to question...
Canadian dollars.
Yeah, Canadian dollars as well. Question number 2. Let's go to the movies. Which 1960 Alfred Hitchcock film is famous for its shower scene? Is it A, The Birds, B, Psycho, C, Rear Window, D, Vertigo, or E, Alfie Does Atlanta? And that's time. Answers, please, players. That's B across the board. Mirani has also said B as that, and I'm happy or sad to report the answer is indeed B, Psycho. The fun thing about that was that it was the murder of the leading actress, which shocked a lot of theater goers, but not surprised. She was blonde. Alfred Hitchcock had a thing for them. Question number 3.
Also, didn't
I'm sorry?
steal from her employer?
Sorry, Henshara, would like to say that? We don't like mumbling on the show.
Also steal from her employer, which would make her the villain.
Oh, yes, but then that's saying, oh no, she deserved to die. Are you saying that live on the air, Henshara? Are you saying that people deserve to die?
I'm just saying that some people are having sympathy for a robber. That probably didn't need the money.
So you're robbing me tonight if you win. Are you saying you don't deserve to live if you take my money?
Hey, I'm not doing it for me.
We'll find out. Let's move on to question number 3, our first theater question. Where in the theater would you find the wings? Is it A, the side of the stage, B, the aisle, C, the box office, D, the entrance, or E, the roof? The roof. The roof, is that where the wings are? And that's time. Answers, please, players.
Come on, internet.
And that's A's across the board. Everyone's going for A's as well. Capricorn goes, this is a very easy round. Well, it is round 1. If they can't get past round 1, they don't deserve to live. The correct answer to this question is indeed A, side of the stage. That's why they call it waiting in the wings for your turn to take to the stage and then forget your lines. Question number 4. We are moving on to the past. Where were the Hanging Gardens, one of the ancient wonders of the world? Is it A, Babylon, B, Egypt, C, Greece, D, Halicarnassus, or E, Amsterdam? And that's time. Answers, please, players. Uh-oh.
Oh,
I'm dumb.
And that's an A, except for one C from the American. Oh no. We could not have seen this coming. Oh no. Sorry, Daniel, are you American first of all?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I stand correct then. Yes, yes.
Can I just say something? I know there's supposed to be like a countdown sound for 5, but I can't hear anything.
Can you hear any music
How can
playing?
I?
No.
No.
No one here can? I see what's going
There's
on.
zero music.
Let me help you all
I
out.
thought it was just my internet being.
Yeah.
And
well,
how about
Cornish
oh,
internet?
Yes, oh no. Hold on, everybody.
Also, the intro video had zero sound as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about now? Oh, hold on.
I thought it was just Cornish internet.
Hold on.
I think
1,
we all
2,
thought
2,
that
2,
you were
2. Oh no, the players cannot hear me at all. See what happens when they ask for things? They don't get the things they want. This is bad. 1 second, players. Oh no. 1, 2, can you hear me now, players?
Yes.
Can you hear the music in the background, players?
No.
Kind of faint.
Kind of thing. Can you hear this? Hang on. You hear this?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Well, you'll all be happy to hear that you are all correct, except for Daniel. It is A for Babylon. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon, not Greece. Greece, although at the time Babylon was part of Greece, but it was not Hanging Gardens of Babylon per se. We're looking for the specifics of that, yes. Well, tech difficulties out of the way. It would not be Twitch if there weren't tech difficulties or people trying to sell sex in a hot tub. Or in this case, on an ASMR stream. We're on to question number 5, the last question of this round, your last chance to make some money. On what continent would you not find bees? Is it A, Antarctica, B, Asia, C, Australia, D, Europe, or E, South America? And that's time. Answers, please, players. Oh, I don't see an answer for Henshara. Lower, Henshara. Henshara, why don't you pull the board away from you? Like, away from the camera? Away from the camera. Move it back. Why don't you sit up normally? Henshara, sit normally. Yeah, that's all you have to do. You don't have to put it right there. All right, thank you all players. I've seen all the answers. Everyone has answered A across the board.
Yeah.
Saki's asked, when is there gonna be a hot tub stream of 5? Never, because there is no space in my tiny apartment. The bow tie guy can't afford rent. The correct answer to this question about where you cannot find bees is, of course, in the freezing cold. The answer is indeed A. All of the players are indeed correct across the board. What a fascinating first round. We've learned a lot in that first round, didn't we, players? We learned that, everyone here, very smart except for maybe one player, but everyone really clever, just really clever, really clever. Well, this is the end of the round. At the end of every round, there is a vote. And this is where the players can choose to eliminate each other. They don't have to, but they might want to. Because for every player they eliminate, I will add money to the bank. Think of it as a bounty. Also, the more players that enter round 5, the more correct answers they will need. So more brains, more difficult. Less brains, less hard, but less thinking. So let's look at this round. At the end of this round, here are the results. Everyone had a clean sweep except for Daniel, who got 1 incorrect. And because of that, you currently have $23 in the bank. That's a very respectable amount. Oh, the heckling has begun from the chat. The heckling has begun from the chat. Kuvon says Daniel about Daniel. Someone's not as sharp as their eyebrows. Oh no. Oh no, Daniel. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He's woken up all this early to come in for all this abuse. Does he deserve it? Probably. So, with that being said, here is the overall stats. So, as is your player stats. Now, I need to offer you a bounty, and I think this is a respectable team. I haven't quite sussed out how good or how bad you all are. So I'm going to give you a respectable bounty offer. The bounty for this round will be $13. For every player you eliminate, I will put $13 in the bank. Now, before the players start the discussion, how do they vote? They will vote using the Zoom private chat. Now, the votes are not open yet, players. They can vote in 3 different ways. They can vote to abstain and keep everyone alive. They can vote to eliminate and kill a player. And in this game, you do not need a plurality or a majority. You just need to kill the player with the most votes, even if that number is 1. Of course, the players can feel afraid. They can defend themselves with a shield and kill off all of their attackers if they are the player with the most votes. But if they are not, they will fall victim to their own sword, or in this case, shield. So players, the votes are not open. Feel free to discuss amongst yourself. How do you feel about each other?
Just be gentle. It's my first time. So
That's what they all
I'm hoping
say.
that I don't get killed right in the way in the first round.
Same.
We should all just, as Necktie Sam likes to say, we should all hold hands and sing Kumbaya.
Okay.
So
We should at least wait until like the 3rd round to start voting people off.
Yep.
And suck it and
agreed.
see, I suppose.
yeah. Oh, dear, are you saying that because you were eliminated in the first round the last time?
Shut. I am not.
I, as always, will abstain because I see no reason for the bloodshed yet.
Okay.
Yet.
All right. Daniel is asking.
Well, there's no need. It might change.
Daniel is asking for peace and prosperity. Is it because he believes in peace, or because he is potentially at risk? Daniel, how do you feel?
I feel like I'm asking more for mercy than for peace.
That's strange. The Neokalelims, you are working as a team. Oh, players.
sorry.
I didn't say the votes were open yet, players. Now, did I? Did I tell you the votes were open, players? Oh no.
Sorry.
Consider this a warning. The next time I have a player vote ahead of time, I'll cut whatever's in the bank by 50%. Just a like slap on the wrist. This is a Singaporean show. We must give you a Singaporean punishment and take half your money. Thank you for the follow, Abyss Duckster. Loving a little bit of the meanness.
Welcome to this insane fuckfest.
Yeah. Wild Child Intellectual says pacifist run. Maybe we'll see. We'll see if they go for pacifism or not.
He might redeem himself.
Yeah. Some people want to be commentators. We don't need commentators for this show. This show has plenty of comments from the players. So, with all of the people jumping the gun, everyone's so eager to vote. Well, players, if you do not need any more time to discuss, I will open the votes. If you have voted before, please vote again using the private chat. Private chat, one player from Singapore with a cat. Just privately.
Meow.
I've received 4 votes. I'm waiting for 1 more vote. Let me have a look. Ding, 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 ding. Players! I have received 5 votes. The question: did all 5 players choose choose to abstain? The answer to that question is... yes, all 5 players have abstained, and we'll move forward to the next round. Oh, how nice.
Redeem yourself.
Everyone is...
I will try.
Well, we will see, because we're entering round 2. Now, in round 1, each question was just worth $1. But in round 2, each question is worth $2, which means each of you have a chance to make $10 for your team, or lose $10 for your team. Oh no. Well, let us begin with round 2. Question number 1. What is the name of modern-day Persia? Is it A, Iran, B, Jordan, C, Saudi Arabia, D, Syria, or E, Yemen? And that's time. Answers, please, players. And that's A, B, and what appears to be a leaf from Henshara.
It's a D. It's a D.
It's... yes, it's a D for don't know what the fuck that is. Well, the correct answer to this question, players, is A, Iran. The Ukulelins, Dano, and Dia were correct. Henshara, you were trying to tell Dano to get things right, and yet you stumble right out the gate. Chat is all correct. Kuvon says, Dan, we are all rooting for you. Oh, the chat has rallied behind you, Dano. All right.
Everybody gets 1.
Everyone gets 1. Well, we're moving on to question number 2. Let's see if the young ones know their music. Which singer-songwriter had an early hit with Crocodile Rock? Is it A, Cliff Richards, B, Fleetwood Mac, C, Elton John, D, Phil Collins, or E, Rod Stewart?
Shit.
And it's time. Answers, please, players.
No, shit.
I see not everybody here listens to the music. 2 players have gone for C. 2 players have gone for E. 1 player has gone for A. Yes, you can put your answers down. Yes, that famous Cliff Richard song, Crocodile Rock, accompanied by Rod Stewart. I remember when rock was young. Man, city had so much fun.
Too young.
I do not
listen
listen
to
to
it.
pop music. Fuck off. The softest I have is goddamn. It's goddamn Lordy.
What's that? Sorry, please. Sorry, please, could you just quieten down for a second? You hear that? That's the sound of excuses. The correct answer to this question is, of course, C, Elton John. Written with him and Bunny Toppin, his constant collaborator. Satronica says it's in Rocket Man. Yes, of course it's in Rocket Man. Of course.
I don't watch that movie. I didn't watch that movie. Fuck off.
Oh no. Let's see if you watched any theatre, because that's our next question, specifically on the works of the great Shakespeare. Which of Shakespeare's plays features the character of Shylock? Is it A, A Midsummer Night's Dream, B, Love's Labour's Lost, C, The Merchant of Venice, D, The Taming of the Shrew, or E, The Two Gentlemen of Verona? Or as we call it now, just a gay relationship. Answers, please, players. We have C, and Shara has gone for The Gay Gentleman of Verona. E.
No, C. That's a C.
I learned.
That's a C.
I know, I said C. I said Shara.
No.
Gotta pay attention, Henshara.
Sorry, wrong Shara.
Oh, Henshara's not all about you. It's not always you, Henshara. You all know it's the center of attention just cause you got them elf ears. Let's go over to Shara. Shara, do you know any Shakespearean plays? None. Do you know any Shakespearean quotes?
No, I admit that.
He is famous for the lines, all the world is a stage and all its people merely players. They have their entrances and their exit, and one man in his time plays many parts. Another line that might not have been attributed to him, but was him, was move bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way, forsooth.
In Shakespeare's works, there is one line. That is, your mother.
My mother? Whose mother? You see, I'm merely a character in a show. I don't have any parents. The correct answer to this question is indeed C, The Merchant of Venice. Shylock was a basically racist character. So it's good to know where racism comes from. Shakespeare. Who would have guessed? Question number 4. Let's go on to America. This question's for you, Dano, and everybody. What color was the Statue of Liberty originally? Is it A, blue, B, brown, C, green, D, red, or E, white? And that's time, players. Answers, please. We have B, B, A, E, B. That's 2 B's, 1 A, and 1 E. Interesting. The correct answer to this question is, of course, I'm afraid it's B, brown players. Now, why was it brown? Because you can see now the Statue of Liberty is green. That is from the oxidization over the years. It is a copper statue. The oxidization has turned it brown over time. Yes, for Minecraft. Very good. I'm glad Dano got that right. Dano proving... Oh, having a comeback, Dano. Having a comeback. Now, players, we're down to the last question of this round. And we are going to a question that I'm very sure one player here should know the answer to. Which condition occurs as a result of alopecia? Is it A, bloatedness, B, loss of hair, C, loss of smell, D, low blood pressure, or E, short-sightedness? And that's time. Answers, please, players. And that's B, 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 and an A from Shara. Ooh, no. Yes, and the correct answer to this question, it is not bloatedness. Being bloated is just being chunky. The correct answer is indeed B, loss of hair. I do believe that one of the NOEL actually has a song about this.
Shall we play it?
If you want to, feel free to.
Go for it.
Do you know what it's like to be balding? Suntan on your scalp. Or when the sun shines hard and it's scalding, and your hair just ain't no help. You wake up in the morning, look down on your bed, a whole mess of hair falling from your head. Do you know what it's like to be balding? Suntan on your scalp. Yeah.
Lovely. Now, could you have a version of it about bloatedness? Very lovely. Excellent work, NOEL.
And I apparently have leprosy.
Yeah, well, because of that and lovely song, I'm going to put an extra $3 in the bank for that song. It's a lovely extra $3 all players are getting. Now, players, we have come to the end of round 2, and as a interesting change of fortunes, I dare say we've had what a fascinating round. Oh, a lot of people are at risk, but how risk are they? Well, the good news is that at the end of that round, Dia has a clean sweep. 5 correct answers. Clean across the board. Dano and the NOEL have 4 correct answers. Henshera has 2, and Shera, well, thanks for coming to the show. With that being said, you currently have $40 in the bank. That is a very respectable amount. Overall, these are the overall player scores. At the moment, Dia is the best of the players with 10 correct answers and $15 contributed. Shara being the weakest player with 6 correct answers and only $1 contributed. Shosmo says, Phil Dunphy didn't run for nothing. Very lovely. Welcome in, Shosmo. And yes, an absolute banger, Wild Charles says. It is a banger indeed. And hello, Dangleberry. We're about to offer these players a bit of money in the bank. To kill each other off. Now, how much should I offer them? Now, you didn't do as well as the first round, so I can't offer you much more. I'm gonna have to take the offer down ever so slightly. The offer for this round, thank you, CXtronica. The offer for this round will be $10. 10 whole smackers to every player you kill. The votes are not open. Repeat, not open. Feel free to discuss amongst yourselves.
I don't think it's worth it yet.
Sorry, I'm panicking.
It's alright. It's alright.
So, well, since everyone's a bit quiet, let me lead the questions then. Let's start with Dia. You are the smartest player for the round. Clean sweep. Are you voting for Team Unity or are you voting for your wallet?
I think, as a group, we should at least stay united until round 3. Because that's the last round we can actually gain something from voting people out.
Now, Hensheva, you went from Dano, you better get everything right, to oh fuck, I got barely anything right. How do you feel? You're on the other end of the line.
At least I can blame the goddamn heat frying my brain cells. I do not do this heat.
Uh,
The heat's that bad, my ears fell off.
Now, Dano, you have turned the fortunes around. Well, you've kept the same number of correct answers as the last round, but from a bad result to a good result. Do you feel confident, Dano?
I feel good. I'm having fun. And that's all I can really ask for right now.
Oh, it's going for the pageantry answer. Nilka Lalims, do you think your song was good enough to save you?
I think we should go with what Dia says because she's the most experienced here. Yeah.
All right. And Shara, you are potentially at risk. Do you have a plea to your fellow players?
Don't second guess. That's my thing. I always get it right, and then I second guess. We'll see.
Interesting. We have one question from the chat from Goldie Husky. Dano, how much protein do you eat every day? I think people want your workout routine at this rate.
I think I'm up to 120 grams a day.
I have no idea what that equates to. I just assume you just eat a Pocky stick for lunch and dinner.
A lot of this.
Oh, a water bottle. He eats a water bottle, everybody. That's all you need.
Yeah.
There's a lot of PVC. Well, with that being said, players, the votes are now open. Feel free to vote. I've received 1 vote. I've received 2 votes. I've received 3 votes, 4 votes. We're waiting for 1 more vote, and I have received 5 votes. Players, the question is it all 5 players vote to abstain? The answer to that question is yes, all players voted to abstain. Henshara, I may have to politely request if you're going to type, please mute your microphone because it is very loud. It is immensely loud, my dear. All players, you have managed to survive this round. Huge sigh of relief to Shara and Henshara, but was that the right choice? We will find out as we now go into round 3. In round 3, each question is worth $3, which means that's $15 you could be making or losing for your team. You currently have $40 in the bank, so if 2 players or 3 players crap out, you will be in negative. You gotta be careful. You've got to be careful. I see. We've got an interesting strategy in the Zoom chat here. Henshara says that she's playing for charity. Nothing like the bold-faced lie of using charity to stay alive.
What?
What a lovely...
It wasn't a lie last time.
Yep. Well, didn't work last time either, did it? Yeah. We'll find out. As we enter round 3...
Yeah, I fucked myself over last time.
Yeah. But will it happen again? We'll find out as we enter the first question of this round. Let's go to Europe. Also, Henshara, do you mind putting the fan further away from the microphone? It sounds as if there's a bee. Henshara, you seem to be a Foley artist tonight. Like Michael Winslow over there. It's nothing but... Sorry, Dia and Shara, Michael Winslow is a comedian that makes noises with his mouth. Sorry, that's I know you two are...
Beatboxing.
And beatboxing, yes. Alright, we're gonna start with this first question. It's about Europe. Which European city is home to NATO's HQ? Is it A, Berlin, B, Brussels, C, Helsinki, D, Luxembourg, or E, Warsaw? And that's time. Answers please, players. That is 5 B's across the board. We haven't seen that in a while. The correct answer to this question is, of course, B, Brussels, which is also, yes, people are relieved. Sharon is relieved. This is also the home of the EU. From the EU, and of course, NATO stands for the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, formed in 1949. Everyone chat got it right as well. Very fantastic. Yes. NATO is different from the EU. Just a reminder to everybody, NATO is different from the EU. EU is more on the financial, NATO is more on the military. But they're both in the same city because they're buddies. Question number 2. Going back to the movies. Who voiced the title character in 2009's Fantastic Mr. Fox? Is it A. Adrian Brody, B. Brad Pitt, C. George Clooney, D. Jason Schwartzman, or E. Owen Wilson? And that's time. Answers, please, players. That is 4 C's across the board, except for Dia, who has gone for A. Adrian Brody. You confident about your answer now, Dia?
No.
Oh, I hear the cops coming to arrest Dia. She is in Hong Kong.
No, that's some idiot tourist probably got themselves stuck in the ocean.
Good for them.
Oh.
The correct answer to this question is, of course, the man behind the coffee. It's George Clooney. Yes.
I haven't seen Fantastic Mr. Fox, actually.
It's a fantastic movie. It's in claymation and was beloved by children, adults, and furries everywhere.
The thing is, I was gonna watch it.
Oh,
Fantastic Mr. Fox is a good book.
it is
I
good.
was gonna watch it, and then my friend told me her furry awakening was from that movie, and now I don't want to watch it.
Yes, says the
That's
person
woman
with...
wearing cat ears.
Yes, says the person wearing the cat. Yes, exactly. Also,
I'm a cat girl, not a furry.
Thank you so much for the follow, MNC, if I'm saying that correctly. Welcome in. We are now in round 3. The players are playing currently for $40. As we enter the third question, back to the theater, specifically a classic playwright. Question number 3. What nationality is playwright HENRIK IBSEN? Is it A. Danish, B. Dutch, C. Icelandic, D. Norwegian, or E. Swedish? And that's time. Answers, please, players. We have D's across the board, except for Dano, who has gone for C. Icelandic. I see a lot of fans of Norway here. The correct answer to this question is, of course, D. He is from Norway. Very good. Nokalalims, have you done any HENRIK IBSEN plays before?
We? Yeah, I did. Enemy of the People.
Enemy of the People, Peer
Enemy of the
yeah,
People.
Enemy of the People, and Peer Gynt. If you have a play that's slightly surreal and something about bashing the government, it's probably HENRIK IBSEN. That's the best way to figure it out.
Yes.
Very lovely. A lot of people in the chat has got it right as D as well. Very clever tonight, chat. Very clever. Moving on to the next question, and this is for everybody, but specifically Hanshera. It's a UK question.
Oh, fuck.
Who was the King of England during World War II? Is it A. Edward VIII, B. George VI, C. James I, D. Richard III, or E. William IV? And time. Answers, please, players. 2 players have gone for A. 3 players have gone for B. Interesting.
Didn't A abdicate? Didn't A abdicate?
Funny you say that. The correct answer to this question is indeed, and of course, B. George VI. Edward VIII was supposed to be the king, however, he did abdicate for his love in America. And George VI took over. Yes. And then sent... And he's the guy with the stutter. He's the man that stuttered all the time. But yes.
King's Speech.
Yeah, wasn't there a movie about that?
Yes, there was a movie about that.
The King's Speech.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very good movie, by the
movie.
way. Yes.
Good movie.
Good movie. All right, players, we're on to the final question of this round. I think the best way to ask this question would be in a theme song way. It's like, go. What type of creature lives in a HOLT? Is it A, a glider, B, a meerkat, C, an otter, D, a seal, or E, a wombat? And that's time. Answers, please, players. Oh, we've got a lot of answers across the board. We've got an A, 2 B's, and 2 C's. Interesting. The correct answer to this question is, of course,
The otter.
C, an otter. That is correct. D and Hanshara got this right. Here are the facts. Both meerkats and wombats both live in burrows. And seals and gliders do not have a specific sort of home. They live in an area. They don't have... Mal Chow says, please sing every question. It will be hard, because some of them have very difficult words behind them. I'm fascinated with this round. I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking at the results here, and it's kind of like you did better in this round than the last one. But did you or did you not? We will only know as we now go to the votes. Now, let's look at the statistics for this round, players. At the end of round 3, here's what happened. Henshera Reverse of Fortune had a clean sweep with 5 correct answers. Dia and Shera having a Reverse of Fortunes, having 4 correct, Nucleolins with 3, and Dano with 2. Now, please note that if you are eliminated, this is your final round to buy back into the game if you are eliminated. After this round, if you are killed for good. Not bad, but good. So, that being said, you currently have $73 in the bank. That is a lot of money. Very respectable players. Overall, here are the results. Dia still the strongest player with 4 correct answers, $24 in the bank. Dano now the weakest player with 10 correct answers and $6 in the bank. You had a very exceptional round. You must be given an exceptional bounty. The bounty for this round will be... how much to offer you fools? I can give you all that much. Fair amount. $18. $18 for every head you bring me. Players, the votes are not open. Feel free to discuss amongst yourselves.
I'm not gonna lie, I would vote for me. It's I am not strong on theater or much of anything, it seems.
Just a bit of a note for the players. The next round, round 4, will be the last chance you can make money through questions. And in that round, each question is worth $4, which means that's $20 each player could be making or costing the team. Just some stats I thought you should know before we enter the next round.
It's a tough
With
call.
love and happiness.
Oh, will the Nucleolins like to say that a bit louder? Could not hear that.
With a love and happiness, so, you know, it's all...
Are you claiming you are going for an abstain?
That's what I want. I'll have to discuss with my loved one here.
Oh no. The usual. When in doubt, blame the wife.
We shouldn't have done a 5-hour stream before we did the game show.
I mean,
you're
doing pretty well, actually. You're doing better than most average players, I will admit.
If we get kicked off, can I go and have a nap now?
You can do whatever you want. You're not on the show anymore. You can do anything. You can do a handstand. You can sell pizza. You can go to a KTV. You can do whatever you like. Anything you like. So, what does everyone feel? What are our strategies for this vote?
I'm gonna hit abstain, but I would not blame you if you put my name down.
Oh.
You could trust me that I will not hit the defend button, because I understand. Like that's kind of I wouldn't want to screw with anybody. I did not do so hot this time. I'm just saying, if you want to, I'm not gonna hit the defend button.
Oh, is this a reverse strategy or a reverse strategy? Who knows?
I'm not clever enough for that. I am not clever.
Oh, now it's a reverse strategy. Oh, it's like Uno up in this bitch.
To be fair, if we vote him off, then the chat will be angry because we voted off the eye candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you will...
The salt will be bad.
Shara, do you have any comments? You've been very, very quiet. It's almost like you're one of the weaker players or something.
No, it's not that I don't know it. I'm very aware. That's why I'm just quietly like, maybe don't remember I exist, and I'll be there for the next round.
Well, that's my job here, just to remind players of what's happening here.
Yes. Thank you very much. You're a great host.
I'm happy.
I've been ready to be kicked out since round 1, so it's okay with anything.
God, now we've got 2 players playing reverse chat. Oh God, it's like reversing in this. So players, it seems like everyone has a rough idea of what they'd like to do. So without further ado, here are your vote options, and the votes are now open. This is your second last vote. I've received 2 votes. I've received 3 votes. I've received 4 votes. I've received 5 votes. Yes! All the votes are in. The question: did all players vote to abstain? The answer to that question, players, is... Yes, all players have chosen to abstain. My, what a confident set of players choosing friendship over the greed. Oh no, what a terrible news this would be for me if, having all players didn't mean that they would need to get every question right in the final round. Oh no. Oh no. What happens when you realize that sometimes murder's just the best choice for you? What am I saying? We're not even there yet! Well, gang, we're now down to round 4, and in this round, each question is worth exactly $4, which means that's $20 you could be making or losing for your team. This is the last round to make money either by questions or by eliminating other players. So, without further ado, players in chat, let's begin. Question number 1. GRAZ and LINZ are located in which European country? Is it A, Albania, B, Austria, C, Belarus, D, Romania, or E, Serbia? I'll say it again. Is it A, Albania, B, Austria, C, Belarus, D, Romania, or E, Serbia? And it's time. Answers, please, players. Answers now, please. Oh, wow. It is all over the place. We've got D, A, B, E, B. Fascinating. We did have a tip there before we review the answers. MNC says, amazing show. Thanks, Kayanta, for the recommend. Thank you for the $6.90. And then as the kids say, nice. Right.
Nice.
Chat has mainly gone for B with one dissenting A. Players, the answer to this question is, of course, B, Austria. The Nokaliliums and Shera were correct. Guys, very interesting. You know one thing. Let's move on. Well, one thing so far. We still have 4 more questions. And here's question number 2. And it's about the old YouTubes. What is the first YouTube video to hit 1 billion views? Is it A, XOF, B, Baby, C, Gangnam Style, D, Marsha and the Bear, or E, Waka Waka, this time for Africa? And that's time. Answers, please, players. Everyone has gone for C, Gangnam Style, except for the Nokalilims, who has gone for A, XOF. Were you a fan of the XOF song when it came out, Nokalilims?
Yep.
There's the frog going like the ring, ding, 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 ring, ding, ding, bow, bow.
Oh, the crazy frog.
Yeah, the crazy frog, that annoying thing. And unfortunately, like the crazy frog, it is stuck in the past because the correct answer to this question is C, Gangnam Style, which got to 1 billion views on December 21st, 2012.
Brilliant. That's why I realized.
Yes, it looks like everyone in the chat got that right. Yes, everyone in the chat did get that right. Congratulations, chat. Excellent work. Question number 3. We are going back to the theater, and I do hope you like your very prim and proper theater. Well, this is a question about good old Sir Noel Coward. What medical condition is also the title of a play by Noel Coward? Is it A, hay fever, B, heart attack, C, heartburn, D, sneezing fits, or E, whooping cough?
He did plays. I knew.
And that's time. Answers, please, players. My goodness, it's A across the board. I am surprised. I'm shocked even. I'm in dismay. The correct answer to this question is, of course, A, hay fever. My goodness, are you all Noel Coward fans? I had no idea.
Well, I know some of his songs, so I didn't know he did plays. Whoops.
Yes, he did plays. Hay Fever is a play where 4 assholes invite their friends, they're all a family, as the guests all leave, leaving the asshole family to bicker amongst themselves. It's otherwise known as every Christmas gathering you've been to. CXtronica trying to correct, saying the Crazy Frog version is not the original. I'm afraid you'll find CXtronica, it is the original. It is a sort of a edit or a sort of a copy of sorts of the song from Beverly Hills Cops. However, it is a sample. It is a sample of the song, hence it is original. So that's how you get DMCA strikes CXtronica. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. This came out in 1924, by the way. I'm very impressed and dismayed that you are all doing so wondrously in this round. Let's see how you do with question number 4. It's about handphones. What was the Samsung Galaxy named after? Is it A, a surname, B, a Google search, C, a painting, D, the stars, or E, a wine? And that's time. Answers, please, players. And that is 3 Ds, 1 A, and 1 E. It is a rainbow board, which means if this was based on a Google search, you're all fucked.
And not in a good way.
Yeah, it looks like most people are going for C in the chat. The correct answer to this question is, of course...
No refund, no return.
Thank you for gifting the sub, Kayanta, to Mince. Bless your heart. Oh, well, given 20 subs, bless your heart. I hope you enjoy that. I hope you really enjoy that as you see the answer, which is, of course, a wine. It is a wine indeed. Here are the facts. This is named after a Talato wines bottle often enjoyed by high-level Samsung executives. It's called the Galaxy. Wow. Yes, alas, you don't take wine? The Eminency was the one who got it. Congratulations. Well, players, we're down to the final question of... We're down to the final question of this round. Your last chance to make money or lose money for your team. Let's go over to the world of science. Which metal is the best conductor of electricity? Is it A, copper, B, iron, C, lead, D, silver, or E, hard steel? And that's time. Answers, please, players. Shara, could you lift your answer up higher? I can't tell if that's A or D. All right, we've got 3 A's and 2 D's. Fascinating. Thank you, players. The correct answer to this question is, of course, D, silver. Very good, players. Silver is the best conductor of electricity. Also, very good job, players, for not falling for the trap of picking steel, because steel is not a metal. It is a what?
An alloy.
That's right. It is an alloy. It's a combination of metals. Hence, it is not technically metal. Yes. Very fascinating. Final round. We've had some winners, some losers. Let's see how this affects.
Yeah, same. I was looking for gold.
Gold not here, I'm afraid. Oh, it's actually a very terrible conductor of electricity. Players, we've come to the end of round 4. That was your last chance to make money. True questions. Let's see how you all did. In that round, once again, a reversal of fortune. This keeps going back and forth. Dia consistently keeping things 100 with 4 correct answers. Shara with 4 correct answers as well, turning it around. The Yokalelims, Hen Shara, and Dano with 2 correct answers each. That being said, here are your overall player scores. Dia with an absolutely astounding 18 correct. That's a near clean sweep for an entire show. 14, 14, 14, 12 for Dano. Dia is the strongest player. Dano is the weakest player. This makes your current bank at $85. Beautiful. Glorious. Grand. Now, we are down to the final vote. Guess what's going to happen, players? If you do not eliminate any players, you will enter the next round with exactly 5 players, which means you will need to get 5 questions out of 5 correct to win the money. You will need to perform a clean sweep to win. If you get there with 4 players, you will need 4 correct answers. If you get there with 3 or 2 or 1 player, you will just need to get 3 correct answers. Do we all understand this, players? Yeah. So you understand the gravity of the situation. Fascinating. That being said, now, normally, at this point, I would give you a low bounty offer or even a negative bounty offer. Do you know why I would normally do this, players?
You're a bastard!
That too. That's answer 1. It's a 2-part answer. Answer 1.
Make it not worth to eliminate.
Yes, because why would I want to encourage eliminations? Because the more players you bring in, the higher chances that you don't get there. I want to discourage eliminations. It better behooves me. However, tonight I will make an exception because this is an exceptional team of players. So I will offer a fair enough of a bounty. Not incredibly high, but not exceptionally low. A nice round $10 for every player you eliminate. Players, the votes are not open. Feel free to discuss amongst yourselves.
All right, so I'm voting for myself because I've had a really good time and I don't want to lose it out for anyone. And if y'all just need to get 4 answers right, then power to you. I'm just having a good time.
Oh, sweetheart.
And I'm clearly like the suckiest person here. I'm obviously just garbage tier at trivia.
No, you're not.
Doesn't matter.
Don't worry.
Look, I know my place. It's fine.
Let's keep on having fun, I know.
I know, and we are going to have fun, and you're going to have fun because you're going to need, unless you also do somebody else. I'm voting for myself because, yeah, you should only have
allowed,
4.
Sam?
He can vote for himself if he wants to. I cannot stop him. It is his will if he likes to eliminate himself. But like, remind players that someone is playing this on the No, they don't want to see Daniel go. They don't want to see Daniel. I would like to remind players that in the final round, although you get to discuss as a team, you are still answering the questions as individuals. So, as a heads up. Also, Capricorn says, first thing you search when you search if steel is a metal. Yeah, that is correct. Absolutely right. People going, Daniel's such a hero. Lima says, hello, gamers. CX Tronica is telling people who to eliminate in chat. Naughty, CX Tronica. CX Tronica says that CX Tronica feels that the people that should be eliminated are Dano and the ukulele-limbs. Oh no.
Oh, the lowest.
What? The ukulele-limbs?
Yes.
Because we're the lowest.
Because we want to go to sleep.
You want to go to sleep or you want to play more Diablo? Which one?
Bastard.
Yeah.
Or as they say, exposed.
Exposed, as the kids say. Now, Dia, you are the strongest player. I think you might have set a new record for the highest number of correct answers. How do you feel? You want to keep unity or are you letting Dano fall on the sword? What would you prefer?
Oh, unity.
Look, I you do this to me, Sam. This was the last time you did this to me. I got voted out of round 2.
You've never been voted out of round 2. You either made it to the end or you got killed.
It was round 2. It was round 2. I remember because I got 10 questions right.
Well, either way, dear. You see, here's the problem now. Do you vote for the unity of the team or do you vote for your own pocket, making more money? Because not only do you get the bounty increase, with one less player, there's more money if you all win the cash. What says you, dear?
I'm still voting for myself. I don't think you're going to change my mind on that. And you get the bounty on it. So, tell you what, just give me like $5 for my trouble, and I'm good.
For the sake of the show, you're the eye candy.
Yeah, people are going to be
disappointing.
The thing is,
I'll be back next time to be wrong even more.
The thing is, from a strictly logical thing, he's voting for himself. It leaves 4 players that will be going into the final round. And that's 4 questions we have to get right.
All of them at once as a group?
No, you remember you have answering questions as an individual. So you can answer differently.
So we each have to get 4 questions right.
So Dia, are you suggesting to eliminate another player to reduce it down to 3 questions right?
I'm not suggesting anything. But I would say, for the greater good of this team, perhaps some people need to be eliminated.
People.
I've been nice for far too long.
Cruella's here. Cruella has shown her face.
Her fangs are out.
Alright, with that being said, let's go over to Henshara, who's trying not to melt. What says you, Henshara?
Do as you will.
Okay.
And I shall do as I will. Ava Satanis, Regis Satanis, Hail Satan.
Buongiorno.
By the way, I'm Levian, so...
yes, she's a Levian Satanist. I assume that's a Satanist thing. Shara, you have the last word. What says you as we enter this final vote?
Oh, I pretty sure brought my pen. I don't know, because this is technically my first time on the show and watching the show. So it seems very cruel, but I understand what Dia means.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you. Just good to have a quick. We're gonna have a quick pause in the action as I drop the evil mode. Hi, it's actually Sam C here. Sixtronica, maybe don't use that kind of language in the chat. That's really not appreciated. Maybe don't use something from World War II as a thing. Just heads up, we don't appreciate that kind of language, even if it's a comedy bit or it's a character bit. Just not appreciated. Just like, you know. Okay, now I'm back to evil. Grr, I'm evil necktie Sam. Grr. Right. Players. That being said, there's $85 in the bank. There's a $10 bounty on each hit you bring me. And nobody knows what's gonna happen as the votes are now open. Players, let's see what you got. I've received 2 votes. I've received 3 votes. I've received 4 votes.
Only mad dogs and Englishmen go out in a noonday sun.
I've received 5 votes.
Chinese wouldn't care for it. The Spaniards wouldn't care for it. I forget the lyrics. Fuck.
And thank you for the follow, Wild Child Intellectual. Players, I have received 5 votes. The question: did all 5 players choose to abstain? The answer to that question is no. Not every player chose to abstain. We're going to say goodbye to some players now. And the player we will be saying goodbye to so close to the final round is Dano has been eliminated from the game.
He eliminated himself.
He said he'd vote for himself. So if he was true to his word.
And the second player to be eliminated from the game is the Neokalalims have been eliminated from the game. And that's it. Congratulations, players. You have killed 2 players, adding a grand total of $20 to the bank. You now have $105 as we enter round 5.
Whoever said no, come on, they wanted a nap and they've got it.
Not to get to play Diablo.
Yep.
We have to for them.
Now, welcome to round 5. Congratulations for making it here, players. We are going to close the chat on screen. Chat is still going. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, chat. I want to see... Oh! The booing has begun. Canary Badger is saying they didn't play themselves out. It's a Sixtronica. It's a lot of bragging in the chat for someone that's about to get banned if they're gonna keep using kind of bullshit language in my chat. It's a heads up. And thank you, Neokalalians, for the resub. Bless your heart. 2 months, Neokalalians. They get eliminated and they subscribe to the channel. Oh, what a bunch of darlings. What a bunch of darlings. So, players, congratulations, you've made it here. So, here are the rules. You will be given 60 seconds to discuss amongst yourselves for each question. At the end of the 60 seconds, I will need to see an answer on your screens. Please note, I will not wait for the answers once the 60 seconds are up. I need to see it before the time is up. If I do not see an answer on your screens when the 60 seconds are over, I will consider you are incorrect. You can discuss as long as you want, as detailed as you want, but you are still answering as individuals. You are answering as individuals. If you get 3 out of 5 of the questions right, you will win $105. If more than one player gets it right, they will split the money. With that being said, Dia, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
And Shara?
Ready?
Shara.
Sorry, I'm baking.
For my cats.
Players, let us begin. Our first question. About England. What is the largest natural lake in England?
Crud.
Aren't you British?
I did not do geography for GCSE. I did religious studies. Whoops. Natural lakes. They're all northern. That's the thing. My gut instinct is like Windermere. I do think that is a natural lake.
I can't see the options.
They're on the screen. Is it? Do you need me to recite it to you? A. Grafham Water. B. Calder Water. C. Rutland Water. D. Ouse Water. Or E. Windermere. Also, there's 25 seconds left on the clock.
Kielder sounds Scottish. Ullswater sounds
20
Irish.
seconds left on the clock.
So it's... Grafham also sounds Scottish.
Oh, I trust you.
So I'm going for Windermere, personally. That is my gut
10
instinct,
seconds
and I
left. I need to see an answer on the
trust
screen
you.
before the time is
I'll
up.
trust you. We have to put our answers now, so
Yeah.
I trust you, Ash.
Trust you. Never been there.
And that is time.
Wait, yeah.
Is it
a
okay?
little bit.
Players, you can put down your answers. Everyone has answered E. Windermere. If you are correct, players, you will be 2/3 of the way to $105. If you are incorrect, you have lost your first buffer. The question is the answer E. Windermere. The answer is correct. E. Windermere. That is correct. Windermere is a total of 14.73 kilometers square wide, thus being the biggest, largest natural lake in England. Just a heads up, all of these lakes, all these waters you see here are all in England. None of them are in a different country. It's alright, you still got it right. That's all that matters. We're now moving on to question number 2. And it's about music. What was the title of Lady Gaga's first Australian chart topper?
Where's Robotron?
Oh.
He's Aussie.
I don't know.
Lady Gaga, I should imagine, is pretty popular in Australia. Isn't she Australian? No.
She's not. She's not.
She's not Australian.
No.
Thought
She's
she
popular
might be.
everywhere.
I don't know. I'm an idiot.
No, you can guess what might be the earliest songs that she has that you know of. Maybe that'll help.
I have never followed her music career.
30 seconds
Sorry to
left,
say,
players.
I am a
30
bad
seconds
hand.
left.
I think Poker Face might have been her first major hit where I heard of her.
20 seconds left.
Just Dance, actually. Like her first hit.
Yeah, I
15
might
seconds.
go with Just Dance. I'm going with Deer on this one.
Well, we have a buffer, so
10 seconds left. I need to see some answers on the screen.
It's not too
Go
bad
on.
if we
It could be Just Dance. It could be Telephone. Depends.
I need some answers on the screen, players, and that's time. All 3 players have gone for B. Just Dance. Players, if you are correct, you will be 2/3 of your way to the correct answers with 2 buffers intact, which means you are going to be very close to the correct answer. If you are incorrect, you have lost your first buffer. For $105, question, is the answer B? Just Dance. The answer to that question is correct. The answer is indeed B. Just Dance.
it's one of her first hits, so
It is actually her first hit. It was a chart topper around the world.
There we go.
You did not
was
fall
my
for the trap
instinct
of
to
the
go with.
Australian. Congratulations. Players, you're doing exceptionally well. 2 questions down, 2 correct answers altogether. You just need 1 more correct answer to win the money.
Oh, it's gonna be theater too.
We are now going to your 3rd question. And it's about
But we do have our
the
buffers
theater.
intact.
You still have 2 buffers intact. You can still get 2 questions wrong each. Here is your 3rd question. What is the longest running play on Broadway?
Phantom?
Oh,
I think it's Phantom.
It's Phantom. It's still going
I'm
on.
pretty sure this has
Yeah.
been on before.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem.
Because right now there's a Phantom of the Opera happening like right around now. So
It's also technically, well, the most known.
yeah.
Yeah.
Play.
Why do I get the feeling the answer's in Mousetrap? Shit.
30 seconds gone.
Maybe Irish Rose? I don't know.
I've
I'm-
never heard of it.
Yeah.
I-
20
It's
seconds
Broadway,
left.
it's not
I
West
gotta
End.
go with
I'll just go
my
with
gut.
safe.
Yeah, I'm going.
15
with-
seconds left.
Going down together. In a
10
strong
seconds.
If we die, we die together.
No,
If we
yeah.
survive,
round.
we'll survive
Save us
together.
now,
3,
not even
2,
the gods.
1. And that is time. Players, you have all answered E, the Phantom of the Opera. If you are correct, you would have won tonight's episode of 5 and will win the $105. If you are incorrect, you would have lost your first buffer and you would have still 2 more questions to go. For $105, the question, is it E, the Phantom of the Opera? The answer is... No. The correct answer to this question is C, Life with Father.
Huh.
Because you see, players, do you want to read the question again one more time?
Broadway.
No, not Broadway. What is the longest running
Play.
Phantom of the Opera is a
Oh,
musical,
fuck.
not a play. And I would say the Tonys and the Drama Desk Award would agree with me that it is a
Fine.
musical, not a
Yeah.
play.
Theatre semantics.
Bastard.
That is the first trap. This question has 2 traps. The Mouse Trap is the longest running play in the world, but it is in the West End, not on Broadway.
Broadway.
You're evil, Sam.
Life of Father premiered in 1939 with 3,224 performances over 401 weeks, making it the longest running play on Broadway. But not to worry,
We still
players.
have a buffer.
You still have 1 buffer with 2 questions to go. Which means we could very well be seeing this go down to the wire in question number 5. But I speak before the gun. You could get this next one right and clear the game. So players, we enter question number 4. And it's about Europe. Which year was the Euro adapted?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Was even born in half of them.
It was before 2000, definitely. And it can't have been 99.
The crash?
Because everyone was panicking about the Millennium Bug in 99.
Yeah.
So, I got in... Had I left school at the time? I'm trying to remember, because I left school in 97.
I took history, and I know the euro was introduced in 1999.
30 seconds.
99?
It was adapted
Yeah.
by the rest.
Yeah, because I think I had left school at that point. It definitely wasn't 2000 because of the
15
millennium.
seconds left.
Would not have been appropriate.
I know.
So it's either C or D,
Euro.
it's 50-50, and I am going with 99.
Yeah, me too.
5 seconds left.
It's a-
And that is time. Players, you have answered D, 1999. If you are correct, you would have won $105 and won tonight's episode of 5. If you are incorrect, you have lost your last buffer as we enter question number 5. Once again, players, the question, is it D, 1999? The answer to that question is it is indeed D, 1999. Congratulations, players. You have won tonight's episode of 5.
did it.
Congratulations. Through
We
murder,
solved it.
deceit, and greed, your greed has paid off as you each walk away with a grand total of $36.
Did it. We did it. As a team.
$25, apologize.
You got your revenge, dear. You
did.
got your revenge.
Excellent.
I
And I got
work.
my goddamn revenge as well.
Plot
We
twist.
both got our revenge. Now for our redemption arcs.
Well, congratulations, players. You walk away with $35. I'll be messaging you after the show. I'm perplectic. I can't believe I was bested on question number 4. How annoying. Annoying! We'll have my revenge, players, one
Logic
day.
out.
And we'll have my revenge one of these days. But although it pains me, I must congratulate you. But also tell you to go fuck yourselves. Very sincerely.
I can do that.
Now, players, we have come to the end of the show. This is time for plugs. If you sorry, Hedra, please don't show that.
whoa.
Please do not show that on stream. That would actually get us taken off stream. We can't show.
To defray your costs, Sam.
Oh, thanks. Oh, bless your heart. Ing has just. Oh, bless you. Ing has just
Thank
tipped
you,
$110. Bless your heart,
And
Ing.
just refunded you.
Oh, bless your heart. We haven't seen you well, Ing. Thanks for coming back. It's been a while. Happy to see you here again. Daniel says well done in the chat. Thank you, Daniel. Now, players, it is time for promos. We're going to start first with Dia. Do you have anything to promote? Where can people find you should you wish to be found?
I'm usually just on Discord. However, I've started streaming on Twitch
Fantastic.
as well.
Can you tell us a shout out so I can begrudgingly give you a shout out?
Yeah, I am on Sam's channel, Twitch channel. I've been here a few times. You know, I'm mostly in the chat, but I've started streaming on Twitch. So my Twitch is Miss Dia Dia.
It's MZ Dia?
Yeah, it's MZ. It's the one I usually use.
Okay.
And
it's over there in the chat.
I stream Minecraft.
Fantastic.
I still haven't figured out stream OBS, so it's kind of silent streaming, but with Minecraft music in the background as I build. So
That works fine. Either way, the shout out's been given to Miss Dia. Go give her or them a follow since it's an MZ. We're going over now to Henshera. Where can people find you should you wish to be found? Do you have anything to promote?
I'm afraid I don't stream, but I am often kicking around on Discord somewhere or another.
And you can find
Up for gaming of all
Yeah.
sorts. I do board gaming and sometimes stuff.
You're gonna find Henshera. She is over in the Discord. We put up the link to there. Find Henshera there under a different name because you are not Henshera in the Discord.
No, I am Freaky Neek in the Discord,
Yes.
but I changed my name on the server.
Yeah,
to make
she'll be
it
Henshera
easier
on the
for
chat
people.
buddy chat. And last but not least, Shera. Where can people find you should you wish to be found? Do you have anything to promote?
Please follow me on Instagram or TikTok at @VSherilyn. Like I'll get Samuel.
Yes, let me go find the link.
He's done it like all my
Spam
social media
here.
are the same.
I will put the link up in the chat. Give me a quick
I want
second.
to see weird, I don't know, Japanese talking content.
Okay, the link is now in the chat. If you want to go follow Shera, there you go. That's the Instagram. You can find the TikTok using the same username. Now, as for our side, if you haven't already given a follow, please give a follow if you want to see more FIVE. And it's very easy to find another episode of FIVE because we have one next Tuesday featuring Mustafa, Fayaz Grinder, Tatcha, and Psychic. There are 3 former winners on next week's show. And my god, after these last 2 weeks, I'm going to have to bump my questions up a little bit harder for them. So let's see how they fare.
Gotcha.
Now, that is all we have to say. My big thanks to Dano, Dia, the Nyokalalims, Henshera, and Shera. But a big congratulations and screw you to tonight's winners, Dia, Henshera, and Shera. You are the winner of tonight's episode.
I think my video is
of
frozen.
Five. That's perfectly fine. We are now at the end of the show. We are now going for a raid, and we're going to raid the Man
phone died
Plan,
as
one of the most fascinating streams you ever see. We're gonna go raid Clone Cop. Thank you, Nokalalims in chat. Thank you, Light Hazel.
Thank you.
Light
everyone.
Hazel says, "Good job, ladies. Good job indeed. You're still in the stream, gang. You can be not be seen, but you can be heard." Heshera's phone died. How sad. Well, please, that is all from me. Thank you, everyone in chat. Thank you to all of the follows, to the subs. Thank you to MNNC for the tip. Thank you for the follow. Abyss Darkstar for the follow. Light Hazel for the follow. Capricorn for the resub. Abyss Darkstar for the host. Nokulelis for the resub. And Ing, of course. Thank you, Ing, for the very generous tip of $110. My name is the next High Sam. We'll see you next Tuesday. It's See the Players will take my money again. Good night. And I'll see you around.
Good thing I'm
Good
not
night.
on camera. Night, night all.